Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I am the Twisted Jedi, and in this video it's something a little bit different. It's not actually gaming related, but it's to do with an interview with Kathleen Kennedy that has potential Knights of the Old Republic stuff coming in the future at some point. So if you guys haven't seen the video, I will play it for you in just a minute. But basically, MTV was doing an interview with Kathleen Kennedy at the end of Star Wars Celebration. They talked a little bit about Episode 9, they talked about The Mandalorian, and when the interviewer asked her about female directors working on the shows, that's kind of what she mentioned. But then he went on to the next question, which was Knights of the Old Republic, you know, obviously very popular in the Star Wars fan base. Are we going to see anything in the near future? And she said that they're toying with an idea at the moment and looking into it as potentially a future project, but obviously nothing is confirmed that she's going to have any news or anything like confirmed on Knights of the Old Republic at this point. But I just think it's cool to see them openly talking about it and kind of mentioning it out in the public, especially somewhere like Star Wars Celebration and with someone like MTV, who's such a big news source. So they said they're going to be working on some ideas for it. I'll show the clip now so you guys can get an idea of how the interview went down, but I will get back to you in just a second with my thoughts on this. So let's take a look.
Knights of the Old Republic, a lot of fans want to see that. Is there any development of that?
We talk about that all the time. Yes, we are developing something to look at. Right now, I have no idea where things might fall, but we have to be careful that there is a cadence to Star Wars that doesn't start to feel like too much. We don't have a crystal ball. We tried a little bit with Solo to see if we could do 2 movies a year and whether or not there was really an opportunity for that. And we felt that's not going to work, so we backed off of that a little bit.
So you can see as she's talking to the interviewer, she keeps everything under wraps. She kind of just says, you know, it's an idea that we're looking at. There's potentially, you know, something that we could do in the future, but there's nothing absolutely guaranteed just yet. They said there's a lot of things for Star Wars. There's a lot of stories to tell, and there's a cadence. So you don't want to oversaturate it, kind of like what they did with 2 movies in 1 year when they did Solo and they did Episode 8. You know, that kind of thing is going to drown out Star Wars. It's going to basically take the excitement out of it a little bit. So all of you people that are saying, you know, EU's coming back and Knights of the Old Republic confirmed, nothing is confirmed yet. This is just an idea, but I thought I would give you guys some of my thoughts and, you know, what I would like to see if they do decide to go and do this. So basically all the content you can think of from Old Republic, it includes some awesome characters, you know, from KOTOR 1, KOTOR 2, the SWTOR game on PC, you know, the Old Republic novels had some really cool characters in there as well. It could include characters like Revan, he's always a fan favorite, you know, Malik, Satele and Bastila Shan, Kreia or Treya, Darth Nihilus, Darth Sion from KOTOR 2 as well, and a plethora of other characters that could potentially be involved with a Knights of the Old Republic project. You can see on screen playing now some amazing cinematics from the Old Republic era. These used to get me so hyped. I used to love watching this, and I would just watch them end on end and keep repeating them over because they are really well made. And we all know that the Old Republic era is technically, most of it is non-canon. So basically, if they do this and look to do a project on the Knights of the Old Republic, it could bring a lot of these characters back into canon. We saw with Galaxy of Heroes recently, they added a number of Old Republic heroes like Revan and Bastila Shan and a whole lot more, but that just shows that they're willing to even like mention these characters, shows there's potential for this idea maybe in the future. Now, I don't know, a lot of people are saying they'd like it in a movie trilogy. Me personally, I would love to see a TV series, maybe with ongoing stories, so maybe each season follows a different character or a different storyline from the Old Republic. You know, there's a bunch of novels out there, there's a bunch of game stories that they can develop into like a TV series and just have different seasons for it. So I think I'd prefer to see it as a TV show as opposed to a movie. But like I said at the start of the video, nothing's confirmed. They're just toying with an idea right now, but it is cool to see them mentioning it out in the public, like I said, especially at Star Wars Celebration. That's going to get a lot of people hyped up for it. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are skeptical on the idea. Most people think that the Old Republic is dead and they're not going to even mention it or bring it up or look to do anything with it. But I would love to see the Game of Thrones writers doing something Old Republic style. I think that's where they thrive. They did an amazing job with Game of Thrones. I'm actually in the middle of watching it right now. So I think they have potential to incorporate some of the stuff that they've learnt while doing Game of Thrones into an Old Republic style TV show. You know, with a good budget, they could make some really good Star Wars TV shows or even a movie if they're going to do it in movie trilogies or whatever they decide to do with it. I think it has potential to be extremely cool. I love the Old Republic. I know a lot of my subscribers love the Old Republic and the characters from them, specifically Branster and Revan. Yes, we know you love him. We want him back. We all do. I know you do as well. So one more time, I'm just going to say say it, nothing confirmed, an idea that they are toying with, so make sure you guys read into it and don't get super excited just in case this doesn't come off. Anyways, it's interesting nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed this news update. It's a little bit different to my normal content, so I hope you guys still liked it. If you did, leave a thumbs up down below and comment what you think down in the comment section of some potential Knights of the Old Republic content coming to us in the future. As always, thank you so much for watching. I am the Twisted Jedi, and may the Force be with you always.
The Sith are all